Where you live, you said you lived in Saratoga. How engaged are people when it comes to universal healthcare? Do they know about the New York Health Act at all?
Well, we have a big event coming up on June 5th to the June 8th. Um, I've been working with these nurses out in Seattle. They call themselves the Red Berets. They work on the whole Washington bill. And um, when I was working with those, I met a producer that is working on state healthcare, Kenny Ballantyne, and he's doing a documentary on whole Washington, and now he's going to follow up on the New York Health Act. And on June 5th, what we're doing is we're all going. I'm hoping to get at least 100 people with each in their own car, 100 cars. We're going to show up at Carrie Warner's office because I've asked her 4 times now to support the New York Health Act face to face. I've gotten 4 no's with 3 different answers. One, so being that she wants to tell me that she's a conservative and a Democrat, or she's a Democrat in a conservative district and wants to keep her seat, and that's why she's supporting Danny's murderers. I'm bringing 100 people to her front office door and letting her know that is not acceptable to me. And then from there, we are all going down in single file and a memorial procession from Carrie's office down to where Danny took his life at the Mohawk River for a moment of silence. From there, we're going to continue the procession down into Albany. We're going to bring it to Carl Hasty and to Cousins and tell them to call this for a vote. That our children's lives are worth more than $20 to a corporate insurance company that they're advocating for. Kenny is going to be following us with all of that, but that's only my advantage. The New York Health Act is also then going to be putting forth a camp-in at the Capitol the very next night on the 6th to the 7th.
Right.
A lot of people are going to be showing up for that. And then on the 8th, we're having a tree planting ceremony for Danny. I've already got 2 apple trees. Before we knew Danny had so many problems, he had always expressed that he wanted to be returned to nature. He loved nature, was always into it. So when he passed and he was cremated, we had some apple trees planted at his favorite childhood park, Kelly Park.
Mm-hmm.
We saw his ashes. The ashes will nourish the trees, and they'll give back to nature that he loves so much. So on the 8th, we're planting another tree there, a bigger one, and everybody's invited to join us. And that will also be recorded. Oh, I failed to mention, on the 7th, before that, Poor People's Campaign is also having a national event down in Albany, and we'll all be there for that as well. We got a lot of activity, a lot of excitement, a lot of people pulling together to try to get this passed. We've got the Poor People's Campaign, we got the New York Health Act, we have the Labor Party, Working People's Party, a lot of people working on trying to get this bill passed. A lot of excitement.
That's what is going to get it done. I think a lot of people advocating for the truth. A lot of people advocating for the truth that Danny's life was truly worth all the costs that are brought up. I think having him around would have been worth all of it, quite frankly. And before I say anything else, I can see that you both shared an amazing, amazing relationship that deserved to go on for longer. And you're such a sweet and sensitive man for for advocating and still advocating and still talking about your son with such love. It's really, really, really amazing to watch.